You know, there's a lot of questions stemming recently about the Pinhead Pro Jigging Spoon from Clam Outdoors. More specifically, why did they switch from the ever popular Pinhead that caught so many fish the last few years, myself included, and change it out, discontinue it for the Pinhead Pro? So I'm going to talk through some of these things, at least from my perspective. I got a chance to use the Pinhead Pro a whole lot last winter. I was skeptical myself, I'll be honest, and I caught a pile of fish on the new Pinhead Pro. I got to test it out. I got to play with it. I got to play with the different sizes, the colors, the hooks, different things that turn this lure into exactly what it is. For starters, this is a standard Pinhead, right? This is the one we've been using for several years. It's made out of lead, pretty basic, just kind of a flat, smooth surface spoon, spray paint. Oftentimes looks unfinished. There's only so much you can do with lead and detail inside this. It's got your flapper blade, it's got your thin wire hook, catches a bunch of fish. No problem, totally understand. Small size, 16th ounce, that's what I'm holding here. Now the zinc alloy, exactly, Pinhead Pro is made out of zinc alloy. I don't know how well you can see on the camera, I'll post some pictures. You now have very detailed scale patterns, things you can do with zinc alloy. So you can really get a lot more detail involved. You can see the patterns on the side. This is also a 16th ounce. The pattern on side of this, the scales, the gill plate, the eyes, the indentation, the fins, it just looks a lot more like, I don't know, jewelry, for lack of a better term. So it's a lot cleaner looking. It looks a lot better in the water. On the camera, I'm not sure if you can see this, but it changes colors. I got a green top, gold bottom, hue into a change with an orange belly, so we can get a lot more fancy with the zinc alloy, which is now the Pinhead Pro, than your standard Pinhead. So now you got a lot more detail, a lot more things for the fish to look at. We also changed the hook, little thicker gauge hook, same great flapper blade, but a little more stout, more durable hook, which I know many anglers in the past would talk about that in the Pinhead, that very thin wire hook, it would bend out easily. You can see, maybe I think on the camera, the difference in the two hooks right off the bat. And last but not least, zinc alloy is more environmentally friendly. We're going away from lead. Lead seems to be something that is starting to lose its luster. Some states across the ice belt are not allowing you to even fish lead lures, lead baits, lead presentations. So going to a zinc alloy option definitely gives you, honestly, the opportunity to actually use it. So a lot of factors play into this Pinhead Pro. I tell you what, I got a chance to use it. Like I said, right away, I was like, oh boy, we're going to change the Pinhead. Be careful. But it's worked wonders for me to catch a fish. And last but not least, the Pinhead Pro is offered in a 1/32 ounce size. So last year, the Pinhead got as small as a 1/16, caught a pile of fish, crappies, bluegills. Now you have a 1/32, which the cat's out of the bag. One of my secret weapons last year, as I got a chance to test this, now it's available for all of you. The Pinhead Pro comes in a 1/32. A whole bunch of different colors, some new colors added to the lineup that we didn't have in our lineup in the past, some variations of gold, some perchy looking stuff. We did bring in the different Wonder Bread patterns into our lineup, and that's what you're going to have. So the new Pinhead Pro, I'm excited to use it. It's become my go-to this past year in place of the Pinhead. And I'll tell you what, that jigging spoon, no bait, is no joke. It catches a lot of fish. I think you've seen me probably talk about it. You're saying, Matt, sounds like a broken record. However, it just catches a whole bunch of fish. So check out the Pinhead Pro if you haven't already. That's the major difference, and that's why it's going to get a nod on my line again this year for bluegills, crappies, perch, cats, walleyes, everything in between. The new Pinhead Pro from Clam Outdoors.